everyone. How are you guys doing? Well, I'm okay. This is honestly the third time I am trying to do this. I don't know what's going on, but I'll try it again. If this doesn't work, then you won't see this. If it works, you'll see this. So let's start all over. If you're wondering what is on my eyes today, this is 2 palettes from Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2, and the new one from Deuce by Juvia's. I have been wearing these a few days to test them out, so I will have a review coming up. But what I wanted to do today, I asked in my last video, do you guys want to say a best and worst subscription box and what I thought of them? And I got a lot of you guys that said yes. As you know, my channel last year in 2017 was based on a lot of subscription unboxings. And I happened to count them up, and I got 21 boxes that I paid for and 5 of them for a review. That is a lot. And I thought, how much money did I spend? So I made a list, and then I made a list of what the prices are. And I thought if I bought them every month, it would be $489, $5,868 a year. I'm going to move you back because I noticed if you're too close, I start that freezing stuff. Okay, so that's a lot of money. That's almost $6,000 a year on subscription boxes, and you don't think about it until you literally add them up. It is a lot of money. Plus, I buy makeup. So I spent a lot of money in 2017, and one of my new goals is to not spend. I can't say a no buy because I don't think I can do that, but I'll say a low buy, if that makes any sense. But what I wanted to do was, instead of doing a best and worst subscription box, I thought I would talk about the subscription boxes I got, what I thought of them, the prices that they are, and what I think the prices would be. I get a lot of people that ask me, what is your favorite subscription box? Or I never got any. What would you recommend? So I thought this would be the perfect video to make. And then you guys can go from there of what you would like for yourself, what you think you would want. So let's just begin. What I did is how I came in order is I started my channel February 22nd of last year. So this February will be a year. Now, if I'm talking fast, it's because I have a lot to go over and I don't like making my videos too long. And so that's how I came in order with my videos, what I unboxed. Okay, so let's begin. So the first one that I did, my first video I ever made was a BoxyCharm, and that is so embarrassing, but we're not even going to talk about my very first video because I cringe when I think about it. So that's worth $21 a month. I definitely think it's worth $21 a month. You get 5 full-size items. Occasionally you get 6, and occasionally you might get 1 deluxe size sample, but for the most part it is full size. And I don't know how they do it because, my God, lately it's been like nothing under $120 value. So I definitely think it's worth $21. I'd probably even pay maybe $30, really, to be honest with you. Okay, the next one I got was the Wantable box. Now, they have 3 different subscription boxes. They have the makeup one, they have an accessories one, and they have, I believe, it's like sport clothing one. And it is $40 a month. Now, I don't know about that price because at first when I got it, I was new to subscription boxes. I thought it was worth it. I do like the fact that anything that you don't like, you can send back and they will give you credit. And if you keep all your items, then the following month, they would give you a $4 credit and it would only be $36 a month. And another thing about these subscription boxes, especially Wantable, I found brands that I otherwise would never even have heard of, you know. That's how I heard of the brand Deuce, you know, or some people pronounce it Deuce. I really like their products, so, but I just don't think $40 is worth it. I think $29.99 would be perfect, but $40, in my opinion, is not worth it. Okay, then I got the new Beauty Test Tube 2.0, and that is basically a skincare box, and once in a while you do get makeup. That is $29.95 a month plus $8.95 in shipping, so it is about $39 estimation. I think at $29, and this is every other bi-monthly. Now, I think at $29.95 is worth it. But when you add the shipping, it brings it to almost $40, and it's not worth it. I do get a subscription brand, which I will talk later, that I get from the UK. I am from USA, America. And they don't charge for shipping. So why do people in the same country charge for shipping? I don't get it. It puts it over to where $40 every other month is still expensive. So I just canceled it. I don't want to pay any more subscriptions that you have to pay for shipping. I refuse to do that. And it wasn't like, there's my cat's playing, sorry about that. And it's more like the boxes are like hits and misses, you know. All right, then I got Ipsy. Ipsy is worth $10 a month, and I love Ipsy. You get 5 items. Sometimes they're full size, sometimes they're deluxe size, sometimes they're samples. But I really like it. Well, that's one of my top 3 subscription boxes. So I definitely think it's worth the $10, and I would continue to pay $10. But I have heard that they're going to go up in price to $12 a month. And I probably would still pay $12, but that's another beef I have with them when more people start getting them and they're doing good and then they up their prices. That's a whole nother video. But $10, even $12 I would pay. I just don't like the idea that they're going to raise their prices. All right, then I got Sephora Play. Sephora Play is $10 a month, and that is more higher end samples. Now, a lot of people have a problem because they figure, well, I could just go to Sephora and get samples for free. For me, Sephora is like 35 minutes away, and I am one that I like samples. I like to try products. I don't want to get the full size and don't like it, and yes, you can return it, but it's too much of a hassle. Give me some samples that I can try, because I don't even know. I may not even try these things or buy them, so if I get the samples, I get to try a whole bunch of things. But I just wish sometimes the samples were a little bit more, especially when it comes to skincare. Okay, then I got the BeautyCon boxes. Now that is discontinued. That was $29.95 a month, plus again shipping, which was about $36 to $38. And that was seasonal, so it would be every 3 months. And it was really worth it, I thought. But then as it came, they start going on, it wasn't as good as it used to be. So I did cancel it before they discontinued it. So it's really no reason to talk about it because they're not there anymore. All right, then I got the Bully Make. The Bully Make is for dogs, and it's for power chewers, and that is $30.99, and I absolutely pay, well, I don't pay for it, I get it for review, but before I start getting it for review, I paid for it out of pocket for about 6 months. I definitely think it's worth $39.99. The toys alone are very sturdy. The customer service is great. I love that it's organic treats. I love everything about it, so I would have still paid $39.99 a month if I wasn't getting it for a review. Then I got the Target box. Now, the Target box used to be $5 a month. Now it is $7. And basically, it's free. You just pay for the shipping. And that is not really a subscription box either. That is something that you actually have to go in and purchase it every month. I like it at $5. $7 is because for me it has a lot of hits and misses. I don't always get it every month because I'm not really like, oh, that's really nice. So I think $5 I might get it every month. I never tried the Walmart box, so I can't go by that. I know that is $5, and I think that's every quarterly. I might even try that because I like that. I mean, for $5, you can't beat it, and it's not like it's every month. Okay, then I got the Boomy box. Here's Nala right here if you see her. The Boomy box is a skincare from South Korea, and it's $39.99 a month, and you do not pay for shipping. I did think it was worth it. I thought, God, this is great, and it's all skincare because I am in my 40s. I'm more about the skincare than I am about makeup. If you do not have good skin, it does not matter how much money you spend on foundations or whatever you do, it will not look right. You have to take care of your skin first. So I really, like I said, I thought, oh God, this is a great, subscription. It's a skincare thing. But what I would do was I opened it up in front of you guys, and it comes with a card that doesn't have prices. So my last few months, I thought, you know what? Let me open it up and then look up the prices and write it down. And when I did that, a lot of the things you can get from Amazon, and even though it was $39.99, I think it was like a $60 value. You're only getting $20. And I thought, it's not worth it to me. And then you would get it every month, so you weren't even going through the things because a lot of times you did get full-size items. It was just too much. I think for $29.99, it would definitely be worth it. Now, guys, remember, these are just my opinions. Now, then I got the Allure box. The Allure box was $15, and I did stop getting that. I just re-got it again. I just subscribed to it again in December when they did it, the collab with the Jaclyn Hill. I did stop it because the shipping was horrible. The customer service, I just didn't have a good thing with, and it just wasn't that good for me. But now it is getting better, so I will continue to get it. $15 is worth it. I would like it better at $12, but I don't think $15 is bad. And we'll see what in a few months how it is, whether or not I will keep it. Then I got the Look Fantastic beauty box. Now that is from the UK. That is the one that I said you don't have to pay for shipping. It was $19 a month if you got the monthly, and now I believe they raised it to either $22 or $22.50. I did get it for the year, so it's $16 a month. I think $16 a month is definitely worth it. Again, all sample sizes, and it has hits and misses, but for $16, and I get to try a lot of brands from the UK. I do live, I don't know if I told you, in the USA. Stop. The cat and the dog are playing. But for $22.50 for me, I don't know. It's up to you. Do you think it's worth it if it comes from a different country and you get to try some other brands? But like I said, lately I haven't been too impressed. So April is my year, and I'm probably most likely going to cancel that. Then I got the BB5, the Beauty Box 5. And boy, there's a lot to talk about that. That is a $12 a month subscription, which is no longer in service. Stop. Come on, stop playing around. I'm doing a video here. I did like it, but the last past boxes that I got, I mean, 1 month you got bobby pins, then you got hair scrunchies, and it wasn't that great. And another thing is, I know they went under. I'm not sure the reason why. I heard they got hit by the hurricane. I'm not sure, but I know they owe a lot of people money because a lot of people paid up front and they didn't get their boxes and they didn't get their money back. So, you know, I don't know how I feel about that if they ever come back. Go, come on. You know, if they ever come back in business, I don't know. I don't like how they did people. Okay, then I got the Boomy bag. It's just like the Boomy box, but this is more a Boomy bag with which all samples, but you were guaranteed to get one full-size item. I only got it for 1 month because my full-size item was a holder for your beauty blenders that you can get at the dollar store for $1 or $2. So, and then it was a whole bunch of samples, and for $20, it wasn't worth it to me. I mean, I keep comparing to like BoxyCharm, which is only $21 a month, and you get 5 full-size items. So I just, I didn't get that. Now, then I got Kiss Me and Morphe Me, which is $19.99 a month. I really like it. I think it's worth the $19.99 a month. But with the fraud and the scam, well, it's not really a scam, but the fraudulent charges. If you don't know what's going on, they are through LiveGlam, which is a third-party company. And what they would do is, if you canceled them, not everybody, but a lot of people, once they canceled, they were getting fraudulent charges on their cards. Now, it wasn't like a couple hundred. It would be a couple hundred to a couple thousand, you know, $6,000, $7,000. So I canceled. Now, I was already going to cancel the Kiss Me because for 3 liquid lipsticks for $20, I think it's great because nowadays you're paying that for 1. I really like the formula, but the reason why I was going to cancel it is because how many liquid lipsticks can you get? You know, it's like, you know, if I got it for 6 months, I had 18 lipsticks, almost 20 lipsticks. They would go bad before I can use all of them all up. So that's the reason why I canceled that. I would have continued to get Morphe Me. I really like Morphe Me. That is a subscription for brushes and makeup brushes, and you would get anywhere between 3 to 8 brushes, and it depends on what brushes you got, depending if you got 3 or 5 or 6 or 8. And you would get all from the same line with that month. I really liked them. But with that fraudulent charges, what they did, and I just canceled it. They are coming out now with an eyeshadow subscription box. It's going to be called Eyeshadow May. I believe right now you have to be on a waiting list. I don't think they started yet. And that is... it would be 6 eyeshadows that was going to come in a palette. Now, don't quote me. I believe it's going to have a mirror in it. But it's not going to be like the single eyeshadows. It's going to be in a palette, and every month you get different eyeshadows, which I would think would be great. But because of what's going on, I'm kind of weary to even try it. So, Okay, then I got the Glamour Doll Eyes, which is an indie brand, and that is $8 a month plus $3 shipping, so it is $11. I definitely think it's worth it. I did stop getting that box because I was getting so many of the powdered eyeshadow, I wasn't reaching for that. I'd rather go with palettes than like the single eyeshadows or stuff like that. And there is a waiting list, and I didn't want to continue to get it while somebody was waiting. I'd rather them take my spot if I wasn't using it all the time. But I definitely think it's worth the $11 a month. Then I got the Bark Box for Power Chewers. Now there's two of them. That is a dog subscription box for Power Chewers too. They have a regular one that is $24.99, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but around that price. And then they have one for like the Power Chewers. I think they're called Super Chewers. And that is $39.99 a month. I definitely think it's worth it as well, just like the Bully Make. But I already get the Bully Make, and I mean, how much stuff can Nala need? You know, it'd be like $80 worth of subscriptions. So that's the only reason why I do not get that. I would either get one or the other. Then I got Ricky's Colt Crushes. That is $11 a month. You don't pay for shipping. I love it. That is a new subscription. I only got it for a couple months. Now, the month of December, I was like, nah. But other months than that, I really like it. It's worth the $11. It is a newer subscription, and I really like it. And I definitely think it's worth it. Definitely. I would even go probably pay $15 a month. So I like the $11 price tag. Stop! My God, they're like worse than kids. Okay, then I got the Give Me Glow. Now that is not really a subscription. That is just like the Target box that you would have to go in on the 1st every month and get it. And that is an indie brand, and their price ranges from anywhere from like $34 to $44, depending what is going to be in the box that month. I like it. I'm into indie brands. I think if I got like a whole bunch of subscriptions, I don't know if I would get it because of the price tag, but it's definitely worth it, and I do enjoy supporting the indie brands, and I love their cosmetics. I haven't found anything that I haven't liked. So I do recommend that box if you can afford it. Then we have the Lenny box. The Lenny box is $19.99 a month. I got it for 1 month, and you guys know what happened with that. That box is a fraud. Come here, Nala. Come. And I got it because I seen a lot of people open it, and I thought, my God, that's a really nice box, and it's a newer subscription. When I got mine, I seen that it was an indie brand palette that they just came out with that palette, and I thought, there's no way an indie brand is going to be in a subscription box that doesn't have anything to do with them, because what would they get out of it? You know, especially if it's a $40 palette, why would they put it in a palette that's only, the subscription that's only $19.99 a month? You know, what would they get out of it? So I contacted them. First I contacted Lenny Box, and they did tell me that everything was legit in so many words. But when I got a hold of the indie brand, I think it was Luxy Beauty, they said that it's a fraud, they had nothing to do with them, that they tried to get a hold of Lenny Box, and Lenny Box is not getting a hold of them. Then there was things from Sephora. I actually called Sephora, and they told me they never heard of the box, they're not affiliated with them, so it is more of knockoffs. Now, it's not that I have a problem with knockoffs, it's the problem that they lied to me, and they're trying to say that it is authentic things. So I definitely canceled that box. I don't like to be lied to. I don't like the fraud. You know, that is more of a preference. Do you want knockoffs? You just have to be careful with the makeup or even skincare, because you don't know what's in it, you know. Okay, anyway, moving on. The last one I got was the Lola box, and that is $21 a month, and that is a sister company to BoxyCharm. The same people own it. I love that box. I don't know what I like better, if it's the Lola or BoxyCharm. I can't choose. If you are waiting on the waiting list for BoxyCharm, I would definitely recommend the Lola box. There is no waiting list right now because it's a newer subscription box, and I think once it gets out, you will have the same problem as getting on that. So I recommend you trying the Lola box. So that is all the subscriptions that I got. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, but I'm almost at 20 minutes. I did get for review the Pinch Me, which that's a free sample box, the Luxury Scent box, Orglamix, Sugar Bash, and the Daily Goodie box. I got 1 month for review. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys get subscription boxes? If you do, what do you get? I narrowed mine down to 9, but 8 of them I pay for. The Bully Make box, like I said, I do get for review. And I want to lower it even more because that's still a lot, 9 of them, you know. Now, I do also want to say I didn't get all 21 boxes all at once. You know, I would get like a few. If I stopped doing, I would try another one. So let me know in the comment section if there is a subscription box that I haven't talked about that's new. I'd love to try new subscription boxes. And I got to go because these animals are fighting. You might hear the cat crying, but she's not crying because she's getting hurt. That's what she does, and she's beating up Nala. Because you hear that running, that's Nala running from her. So anyway, I got to go after them like they're toddlers. But anyway, I love you guys. Until my next video. Bye.